Hello, all you kittens and crazy cats. It's time for Lil Sammy story time. Join Lil Sammy and I as we go on today's adventure. Rest your paws and park your tails because it's Lil Sammy's story time. Gerald the Giraffe's Tall Tale. Deep in the heart of a lively jungle where the air buzzed with the sounds of life, there stood a young giraffe named Gerald. With a coat dotted in browns and a gentle personality to match, Gerald was an adored member of the jungle community. Yet, despite the love shown to him by his many friends, Gerald held a strong worry about his towering stature. Each day, as Gerald played with his friends, he couldn't help but feel out of place. His long neck was annoying to Gerald, making him tower awkwardly above his friends and the green canopy. But Gerald's friends loved him. They saw his height as a wonder and a trait to be celebrated. Yet Gerald, viewing the world from up high, wished for nothing more than to blend in, to run without the gazes that followed him wherever he went. "Why am I burdened with such height?" Gerald would often sigh, peering down at his friends who explored the jungle's underbrush with ease. They would look up and tell Gerald that his uniqueness was a treasure, a gift from nature itself. But Gerald struggled to believe, his heart hoping to be just like his friends. One sunny morning, as the jungle awoke to the songs of the birds and the whispering of the trees, a loud noise broke the peace. Ellie, a young and adventurous elephant, had strayed too far from her herd. Her curiosity led her to a dead end and a dangerous, tall cliff above. There seemed to be no way to climb up the cliff, leaving Ellie trapped. The news spread like wildfire, and soon many animals gathered on top of the cliff's edge, their eyes wide with concern. The elephants huddled, pushing their trunks together to form a ladder, but unable to reach the bottom where Ellie was. The monkeys leaped and swung, trying to help, yet they too fell short of rescuing their friend. Gerald watched, feeling very worried for Ellie. As he watched the failed rescue attempts, an idea sparked inside him. His height, the thing that sometimes made him sad, was perhaps the very thing that could save Ellie. Gerald went to the cliff, his legs carrying him with a purpose he had never felt before. The crowd parted, their eyes following this gentle giant who had always wished to be smaller, to be like them. "Ellie!" Gerald called, his voice steady. "I'm going to stretch down. You'll climb onto my neck, and I'll lift you to safety." Ellie nodded and placed her trust in Gerald. What followed was a moment that was told for years to come. Gerald extended his neck, inching closer to Ellie, his muscles strong with determination. The jungle held its breath as Ellie reached out, her trunk trembling, and grabbed Gerald's neck. With a gentle motion, Gerald lifted Ellie, guiding her away from the scary bottom and back to the safety of solid ground. The jungle cheered, a sound of joy that echoed through the trees. Gerald, once shy and quiet, stood tall, enjoying the praise of his friends. He had not only saved Ellie, but had also discovered a newfound pride in his identity. In the days that followed, Gerald's stride grew more confident. He no longer saw his height as a bad thing, but as a unique trait that could serve his community in times of need. His friends, who had always seen the beauty in his difference, celebrated this change of heart. Gerald found joy in helping others, using his reach to fetch fruit from the tallest trees or to keep a watchful eye for any danger that might threaten his home. The tale of Gerald's bravery spread far and wide, a story told and retold, inspiring all who heard it to embrace their uniqueness. And in the heart of the jungle, under the canopy that once seemed to mock his height, Gerald the giraffe lived out his days with joy, a symbol of strength and an example of the power of self-acceptance.